Hey, this is Dave West here with Teach Me 3D Printing, and today we're going to build a headphone clip. I want a clip that fits on the side of my desk that holds my headphones. I don't want to be putting my headphones down on a desk. They're big, they're bulky, they take up too much room. So I want a clip that hangs off the side of my desk that I can just hang them on. Now I can build this all from the default cube in Blender. So let's get started. All right, the first thing I want to do is go to metric, change my scale to millimeters, hit N, bring up my display, and change my display scale, something like that. Now if I look at my cube is 2 millimeters on a side. Okay. Now I'm going to be building the tabs that go out and actually hold on the top and the bottom of the desktop. I want those to be 6 millimeters. So let's start with 6 millimeters on a side. I could also just scale this up. There we go. All right, 6 millimeters on a side. Now let's tab into edit mode and go to face select mode. Select this face here, and I want to extrude that out the thickness of my desk. And the desktop is 15.2 millimeters, so I will extrude 15.2. Okay. Now I want to actually build another tab. These tabs are going to come out this way and hold onto the desk. So I want to extrude the same thickness that this was, which was 6 millimeters. So extrude 6, enter. Okay. Now the metal rim of my desk is 30 millimeters wide. So that's how far I want to come out. So I'm going to click on that face and shift click on the next face and extrude those out 30 millimeters. Okay, so this is the part that's actually going to fit on the desk. The desktop is going to fit right in here. So I want the holder, a little arm that comes out that holds the headphones. I want it to come out in this direction. So let's pick this face here. And I know my headphones are about maybe 25 millimeters thick. So I'm going to go about 20, let's say 28 millimeters. So extrude out 28 millimeters. And there we go. That's basically it. A lot of hard edges here. I can make this more aesthetically pleasing. Let's do a loop cut here. Bring that down to about here maybe. And let's do another loop cut. And bring that to about here. Okay. Back into face mode. Let's lick this face and extrude that up just a little bit. That will hold the headphones from actually sliding off the end. And that's going to be the basic shape of it. Let's save this right now. Let's see, I've already got a few of them in there. I'm going to increment one more. So now I've got holder 4. And save that out. All right. Let's make this a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So let's pick edge select. Select this edge. Let's bring it down just a little bit. And I want to round off these edges. Okay, these edges are a bit sharp, so I can go through and shift select them. And I can bevel those edges with a Control B. Okay, Now I don't want to go too far. Okay, you can see where I'm getting some errors here. Bring it down just far enough. And if I roll my mouse wheel, I can give it more divisions to make that that bevel just a little bit smoother. So that's good. So that gives me a nice, gentle sweep. Okay. And I can do the same thing here. Control B. Watch out, you don't want them to cross. That's going to give you a major error. Keep it simple. Just there is good. And that looks fine. And that's basically it. It's pretty simple. Okay. Now if we look at it from the side, we see that it's centered on the ground plane. Before I print, I want this sitting on top of the ground plane. So we know that we made this 6 millimeters. Okay, so if it's sitting in the center, that means the center is 3 millimeters down. So if I bring this up 3 millimeters, that's going to be sitting right on the ground. Okay. Now I want this to be a little bit thicker. So let's say instead of being 6 millimeters, I want this to be 10. Okay. There you go, a bit thicker. Now we have the same problem where we're below the ground plane. We probably should have thickened it up before we did that, but that's okay. We can go up a little bit and let's bring it to 5 millimeters. That's going to be sitting right on the ground plane. And that's what our clip is going to look like. Pretty simple, pretty easy build. Okay, so let's export it out as a STL. For 5. And let's put it on a desktop. And there we go. That's it.